Hi guys! Before we had to cancel school and go on this really long break, I prepared an art lesson and I really wanted to show it to all of you who wanted to do it. So all of you brought home one of this. If you were in kindergarten through second grade, you brought home a paper that looks like this. And this art lesson is going to hopefully look something like this at the end. So what we're talking about, what kind of art we're talking about, is value. That is how much lighter or darker a color can get depending on what you add to it. So you're going to need some supplies. You'll need a piece of cardstock, just like this, or a heavy piece of paper. And you want this. You want to cut this out with your scissors, cut out each piece. And then you'll need glue. And you'll need white, black, brown, and then any color that you want, any other color that you want. So the brown is going to be for the cone right here. And then we're going to use the white to make the color that you choose lighter and the black to make the color that you choose darker. And you'll get to see the different shades that it makes when we make it lighter and darker. So as you can see, I've already painted the cone brown and set that aside. So I'm going to set that aside. I chose red as my color, and I'm going to take just one of these and paint it pure red. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quickly. Okay. Hopefully you're all getting some good family time. I know I am. So here I've colored this one, painted this one completely red. So now I'm going to take just a little bit of red on my brush and I'm going to bring it over. I have it just on like newspaper here to keep things easy. And I put a little bit of red down and now I'm just going to sweep a little bit of white into the red and make it like a lighter red. Not too much white, just a little bit. So it's like this. So I've now made it like a lighter colored red. I'll show you here in a second. So I painted the next one like a lighter colored red. Okay, so now I'm going to add even more white to my red. So I'm going to sweep in a little bit more white. I'm going to leave a little bit of white and I'll show you why at the end. So it should be a pretty light colored pink now. So I'm going to paint my third cone a lighter colored pink, which reminds me of bubblegum ice cream. And by the way, the Warsaw Yummies ice cream shop is open. So there's a little plug. You can go through the drive-thru. You can't go in. So here's like, a lighter colored pink. I lost my microphone. Hold on. There we go. All right. So just to make things simple, I have two brushes, one for the lighter color and one for the darker. So I'm going to set aside the one I used with the white, and now I'm going to move on to adding black to my red. So I'm going to sweep in some of the red over here by the black, and I'm just going to add a little. Now black goes a really long way when you add it to stuff, so I only added a tiny little bit of black. So I'm going to paint this guy with a little tiny bit of black on there. And it makes it this really nice kind of maroon color. I'll show you. Like that. Okay? I'm going to add just the tiniest bit more because it's going to make it really dark now. Make sure I get enough red in there. Okay? It's almost going to be like a black, but you can still see like little streaks of red in it. It's cool. I like it. Okay, so here you go. Looks something like that. So I've painted all my pieces now. The last, well not the last step, but the next step is you're going to glue them to your paper. You'll probably have a little bit more time to let yours dry, but I just want to show you exactly how it's done so that you're not confused about anything. So I'm going to put my cone on, and I want to make sure I put my cone down almost touching the bottom of the paper. You can see it's almost touching the bottom. So I have room for all of my colorful cones on top. And now I'm going to start with my darkest color, and I'm going to put glue on the back of it. All right. Glue that on, kind of so that it looks like an ice cream cone, like a little one for a baby. The next one is the next, the one that's just above that one in color, in lightness. So it's going to get lighter as you go up the cone. Okay? So that's what that looks like. It kind of looks chocolatey, like it's like chocolate cherry or something. So you want your solid colored red to be the one that's directly in the middle. So you're going to have two lighter than the red, or two darker than the red underneath, and then two lighter than the red on top. So I'm going to do that now. Stick that on there. Well, I got a little bit of dark on there, but we can just pretend that's like chocolate chips, because Bob Ross says there's no mistakes, there's just happy accidents in art. Okay, so you want the next one, keep going up in lightness. That looks really good. This makes me want ice cream really bad. All right, you're going to put your lightest color on top. Okay. There we go. So I probably left a little more room than I needed to at the top, but now I can paint on a little cherry. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, just for fun. I'm going to get my red, paint on just a little red cherry right there. And then I have sprinkles here. I don't know if they'll stick or if the paint is already dried, but I thought it would be fun to kind of add some sprinkles. They'll stick to the cherry part. Let's see. We got a few on there. All right. So this next part is just kind of optional. You can see on my example, there's like some texture all around the cone. And I did that because it kind of reminded me of like melty vanilla ice cream. And this is like a really fun part. So you just use your finger and you dip it into the white paint like that. And you just like make finger marks like all around your ice cream cone. And that just looks like vanilla ice cream so much that I almost want to lick my finger, but I won't because I know that it's paint, not ice cream. All right, this is so much fun, and it's so much more fun than doing actual schoolwork, but it's art class, so you can say that you're doing something important. It has to be done. All right, so now we've got our finished product right there. You've got your ice cream cone, and stop into Yummies if you guys need to get out of the house. Hopefully we'll be able to post a few more videos to brighten everybody's day. Thanks for watching. Bye.